Okay, so you're worried about your financial future. Maybe you've lost money from a poor investment, or you're just looking for a solution to catch up on your retirement savings. You've heard a lot of people talk about the benefits of investing in land. They boast about their favorable returns and secure financial freedom. But you're still apprehensive. Where is the best place to buy property? And when is the best time to buy? Are you even qualified for this investment? Well, let CalChoice Investments put your worries to rest with their land banking solution. With the CalChoice Land Banking Solution, you'll receive expert help to build your personal wealth and diversify your investment portfolio. The strategy is simple. Buy land in a predictable path of growth, hold your insured grant deed until its value increases, and then sell it for a profit. We've all seen land developing on the outskirts of our communities, sometimes so suddenly it seems overnight. Whoa, hey, where'd that come from? And we've all said, if I'd known back then what I know now. Well, now is your opportunity. Now is the time to secure your financial future. The professionals at CalChoice are constantly seeking out new knowledge to make sure you're getting the right land at the right time in the path of growth and priced below market value. They do this by thoroughly analyzing the future potential of your land, doing all the research and paperwork so that you don't have to. In other words, CalChoice does the heavy lifting while you rest easy. Better yet, they stick with you even after your purchase is complete by providing quarterly updates via newsletter, property profile, and online tax support for your land. And you'll be surprised at how easy it is to pay for your investment. You can purchase land with cash or tax-deferred money, such as your existing IRAs and 401ks, without penalties or tax consequences. So if you're ready to take the next step toward the long-term financial freedom you've always dreamed of, now is the time to secure your financial future. So what are you waiting for?
Hey, I've got a question for you. Do you have a cable bill or a phone bill or any other monthly bill for things like internet or home security? Of course you do. Well, guess what? You're probably being overcharged, and you're not alone. Millions of Americans are overpaying on their monthly bills to the tune of $60 billion a year. What if you could pay less for the exact same services? No, really, no change. And then use that extra money for things that make your life better, like a family vacation, college tuition, or simply taking some me time. Sound too good to be true? It's not. You can put your savings on autopilot. We'll analyze your bills and negotiate on your behalf, so you won't pay any more than you should for the essential services you use every day. You don't pay unless we can save you money. When we lower your bills, we'll split the savings with you, and you'll get the same or better service than you have today for less money and no hassle. We know because we've already saved our customers millions of dollars on their essential services like mobile phone, internet, cable, and more. You send us your bills, we lower them. It's that simple. Stop overpaying today. Send us your bills. That's all it takes to start living your life better.
here with you guys. If you were not in Las Vegas, I tell you what, we're going to catch you up. But those who were there, you understand the level of excitement that I bring and that everybody else that were there, what they saw, what they heard. I mean, dreams do come true. No question about it. MWR Financial is a realistic way to help you achieve all of your goals, not just for now, but for generations to come. We've got a lock on this thing. These guys have pulled back the curtain and showed us all the same tools and systems that wealthy people have always had access to. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have that same access. My name is Gerald W. Parker. I tell you what, this has been an incredible weekend. I'm still on a high. Here we are at Thursday, but this is our recap tonight. So let's see who's chiming in from what part of the country. Guys, give me your name, give me your state. Let's load this thing up tonight. It is going to be something worth hearing tonight. We've got some special guests for you. We've got the president, as well as the CEO and founder, and some other special guests that are going to be there to kind of give you your thoughts on what they saw and heard this weekend. I'm telling you, if you leave it up to me, this is it. There's nowhere else to look. There's nowhere else to go. MWR Financial is the ticket out. No question about it. You're going to see in here tonight why that's so important. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Mr. Grant, welcome to the platform. Who else is out there? All right, here we go. Raleigh, North Carolina. Miss Rhonda Robinson, welcome to the platform. Guys, who else is out there? Kia from Atlanta, welcome to the platform. Guys, keep it coming. Daryl Banks at Knightdale, North Carolina, always in the house. Welcome to the platform. Beverly Thomas, welcome to the platform. We're glad to have you. Mr. Blackman out of Chicago, Illinois, welcome to the platform, sir. Miss Lovey Sullivan, Tampa, Florida, welcome to the platform. We're glad to have you. Mr. Ray, Sergeant Major, welcome to the platform from Augusta, Georgia. Who else is out there? Somerville, South Carolina. Mr. Baker, welcome to the platform, guys. Let's keep it coming. Chattanooga, Tennessee. Tracy, welcome to the platform. All right, guys. Jonathan Jones, Douglas, Georgia, welcome to the platform, guys. Give me a few more. We'll transition over. Donna out of Wake Forest, North Carolina. North Carolina represented tonight quite strongly. Welcome to the platform. Trevor, welcome to the platform. Woodbridge, Virginia. Miss Patricia Marshall, welcome to the platform. Columbia, South Carolina. Biz Johnson, welcome to the platform. Alicia from New Jersey. Hola, welcome to the platform. I want to thank David. Welcome to the platform. College Park has Richard, my good friend, Mr. Gear. College Park, Georgia. Welcome to the platform. Keep it coming, guys. Listen, look how far we're stretching. We're in Iowa tonight. Welcome to the platform. Don Wilson, my good friend out of Chicago, Illinois. Welcome to the platform. Richmond, Virginia, in the house. Miss Tyson, welcome to the platform. Hector, welcome to the platform from Puerto Rico. Welcome, my friend. All over the country, ladies and gentlemen, and even outside of the borders of the United States. Platform out of Columbus, Ohio. Welcome to the platform, guys. Give me just a few more. We'll transition over. South Carolina, Marvin McGee. Welcome to the platform, sir. Give me a few more, guys. Huntsville, Georgia. Brian Woods. Welcome to the platform, my friend. Mr. Timmons, Townsend, Maryland. Welcome to the platform, sir. Honored to have you. All right. Thank you, Richard. Hey, thank you. States can we represent tonight? MWR Financial is bringing something very special to the American public. Guys, this is the new American economy. I'm convinced. South Jersey, Ken, welcome to the platform. Antelope Valley, there we go. Renee, welcome to the platform. Guys, give me a few more. All right, we got Maryland in the house. Ruby Norman, Dallas, Texas, welcome to the platform. One or two more, guys, and we're transitioning over. Here we go, St. Louis, Missouri, welcome to the program. Who else is out there? There we are. Yava and Barbara from the Virgin Islands. So honored to have you guys here. Goldsboro, North Carolina, Mr. Wooten, way to go, Slim. Welcome to the platform. Washington, D.C., there she is, Cecilia, representing our nation capital. Guys, without further ado, let me bring on our guest speakers for tonight. I'm telling you, I just am on such a high from what we experienced in Las Vegas, Nevada at our national convention. It was something special, no question about it. I do believe coming out of that event, we have solidified our position in this economy and in this industry. MWR Financial is the new American economy, and this is people's way out. We just got to tell the story. Let's get boots on the ground and share this message. I'm telling you, we can change the trajectory of things for people across this country in so many ways. So without further ado, let me bring to the stage this gentleman. Oh my goodness. It's his vision that we're running with. His obedience to God to follow this vision and to create this company. I was there when it was just a concept, an idea. It has become a reality, and it has such an impact on the lives of tens of thousands of people across this country. And we're honoring him for doing that and allowing us to be a part of this with him. And we're going to run with him because I know it's hard. I know his level of commitment to this. I'm talking about none other than the CEO and founder of this great opportunity, Mr. Brian T. House. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, if you're sitting down, get on your feet. I want you to give him a huge round of applause. Much success from what we saw this past weekend. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the platform the CEO and founder of MWR Financial, Mr. Brian T. House. Welcome, my friend.
Hey, thank you, Gerald. I appreciate it, buddy. How are you tonight? It
Listen,
sounds like you're fired up still.
Brian, I'm so excited. I can't stand it. I'm telling you, man, I saw something this weekend. I heard something this weekend. I was part of something special this weekend. It personally affected my life in a major way. I mean, we're on our way to making wealth real for so many people across this country. As I said earlier, I do believe coming out of Las Vegas that we have just solidified our position in this industry and within this economy. MWR Financial is the ticket out, sir.
Well, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. And I'll tell you, Gerald, we say it all the time, but there's just no way. I'm going to try to do a recap tonight, but there is no way to convey what happened at this event. There's just no way. I mean, we tell people all the time, whatever you got to do, get there, because these events are life-changing.
Yes.
And the emotional effect of what happens in these events is what moves your heart, your soul, your spirit, your mind to be able to do the things that are necessary to help you reach that next level of success. And I can tell you, I felt it this weekend. I know you did. I'm still on a high. There's a lot of things happening behind the scenes. A lot of announcements were made. But before I get into any of this recap, let's bring on our other host here with us. And I know we may have a special guest that's going to come on here shortly. I know he was traveling on his way back from San Francisco, California. He's been making a world tour, but I won't give up his name yet, so we'll wait and see. But at the same time, let's bring up our president of MWR, Mr. Adamo Tolson. Hey, there he is.
Hey, how you guys, everyone doing? Boy, I'm fired up.
Me too, buddy. But listen, we got a lot to go over tonight. Guys, I'm going to tell you, usually we like to keep these things to an hour. We're going to try to do that, but there's just no way you can cram 2 days worth of an event into an hour call. So we're going to do our best because there's a lot of things. I highly advise you stick around to the end because there's a lot of things we're going to be talking about, enhancements, announcements, people that were recognized, what happened at this event. Some unique things happened at this event. And I'm going to start out with the first thing, Adamo, that I've never seen in my 30 years, of being around this industry. And I don't want to date myself, but in my 30 years of being around this industry, I've never seen a proposal on stage.
Nor have I.
Never seen it. And so, ladies, I just want you to know Gerald Parker is officially off the table.
Yes.
Okay. He is no longer single. He's no longer available. And I know that, Gerald, you had a huge following in that regard. But at the same time, you did something amazing. But I'm going to say this before I say that, is that I kind of knew what Gerald was going to do. And by the way, guys, I'm extremely grateful. I get to be Gerald's best man in his wedding. So that couldn't excite me anymore. But at the same time, we were really nervous for him, because his bride-to-be, Angela, she is top-notch. She is something else. She is special, I'm telling you. And but at the same time, we figured, you know what, we better give him a little bit of an edge. He actually earned the edge, but we're going to portray it like we gave it to him to help him with this. But so what we did is Gerald actually was where did he go? I can't even do this. He's got to come back before I do this. So I'm going to hold that.
Hold that. We can hold that. Come back. Yeah.
Yep. Because he's got to be on here when we talk about this. But let me transition to something else. Let me say, we started out this event with going over the evolution of MWR. And you guys that have been here with us since the beginning, or those of you that have been here for at least the last 3 years, especially, you've got to see this evolution of MWR. And I'm extremely proud of the evolution that has happened, because what happens when a company is evolving and you have evolution, that means that you're growing, you're enhancing, you're getting better. and better and better. And so when you do that, your messaging has to change. You have to, keep up with the enhancements that you're making. And so you guys have got to see a lot of things. When we first started out, I remember we were the home of the instant pay raise, which is still extremely effective today. But that was one of the core pieces of our program. And it's still extremely beneficial to our members. And so that was a big deal. Then we went to more of an income shifting type scenario to where we could help people shift their money back from the government, banks, and big business. A lot of you remember our 4-3-2-1 presentation, where you have 4 financial challenges everyone faces, 3 solutions to remedy those challenges to help you achieve your 2 financial objectives in life, which was your current and your future lifestyle, and then the 1 company that could handle it all. Guys, that still applies. That still applies. Income shifting, we still do all that stuff. And it's amazing because of what we do to help people create cash flow or increase cash flow out of their existing income. And then we had this era where it was a cash asset cash type scenario that we went over, to where you made cash, you turned that into assets, and then those assets produced more cash for you. Still do that. We can still do all those things, okay, which was great. Then we went to the financial makeover company. MWR was the financial makeover company because we had went through COVID. We were experiencing a lot of challenges and people were struggling financially. Some people were hurting because of losses of jobs and employment. And even though the government was stepping up in to try to take care of some of those people, a lot of them were falling short. And so we were able to help people, but they got back on their feet maybe, and we were helping them create this financial makeover to where we could help them right where they are, meet them right where they are, and create this unbelievable, which you guys get to see it on our testimonials page, these tens of thousands of people that we were able to have a before and after picture of, okay, where they came to MWR and they were overpaying on their taxes. They had poor credit scores. They, were buried in debt. And then you got to see this transformation. Their 401ks were tanking, all of these things. And now they've got private reserve accounts and land banking and our diversified cash flow account. All these things were happening. And it was amazing. It was amazing. But that still applies. That still applies. In addition to that, you just saw at our last event where we actually transitioned to the ultimate cash flow company, which again still applies. We can help people create, increase, multiply, and protect their cash flow. Okay, we can do all of that stuff. And so those are all valid messages. But during this evolution, you've seen the growth of the company. You've seen where we've done 3 major comp plan enhancements that our directors, the people that represent each of you out there that were here during those, got to experience pay increases without having to pay more and without having to do more, just because we passed the additional profits onto the field. Okay, you got to experience that, and we want to experience more of that. As this company grows, we want to keep providing enhancements and making the compensation plan even better as we go along. And we did some of that, which we're going to talk about here in just a minute. But that was the evolution of MWR, which brings us to where we are now. Okay, so that's past, present, and then now we're at future. Okay, present and future. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but our logo's changed. All right, now we are Make Wealth Real. All the pieces of the puzzle are in place to where we can live up to our name. Okay, that's exactly what we do for people. We make wealth real. But to go even further than that, we've created a new slogan. And that slogan, I think, really defines us, because MWR is where lifestyle and legacy connect. Now, what do I mean by that? I don't know about you guys. I love that slogan. Okay. Give me some fire emojis or something in the chats if you like that slogan. But I can tell you there's a reason why we say MWR, Make Wealth Real, is where lifestyle and legacy connect, is because we have everything you need to be able to become and stay wealthy with MWR. But the other side of that is that you have everything you need now in our program with what we've done at this event and even prior to this, that you can create the lifestyle you want now and be able to leave a legacy for generations to come. We have bridged that gap between lifestyle and legacy to where now, to us, when you make wealth real with MWR, you bridge that gap. You get the best of both worlds. You don't have to just pick one or the other. I can live a great lifestyle right now, but I don't have the means to be able to create a legacy because I blew all my money right now. Okay. Or you can create a legacy and because you're saving and scrimping and doing all those things and trying to invest and stuff, but you just really aren't living the lifestyle you want now. MWR bridges that gap to where you can have both. That's why MWR is where legacy and lifestyle connect. And I don't know about you guys, but that excites the heck out of me. Because when you look at this evolution, when you look at everything we do now, you look at our compensation plan, you look at our guarantee, you look at our testimonials, you look at our results for our members, you look at the stories we heard this weekend on stage. This weekend, when you heard, which I mean, oh my gosh, when I listened to some of these stories and the impact and the train, some of them I didn't even know, guys. Okay. But when I heard the impact and the transition and the wealth that was being created by following our system and our platform, it became extremely apparent to me, and it should to all of you, that if you plug in and utilize everything, take advantage of everything MWR has to offer, it's not a possibility that you will become wealthy. It is an absolute probability that you are going to become wealthy, okay? And stay that way. Not just make it and lose it. You're going to stay that way because everything is in place. So that was the evolution of MWR. That's where we are right now. And I will tell you, there's a ton of things happening behind the scenes. You're seeing all of our social media stuff, all of our email banners. You're seeing our website change, our back office change, being simplified, more user-friendly, all of these things that are happening right now behind the scenes. So you're going to be seeing bits and pieces of this stuff. New presentation video is being scripted right now. Phenomenal. Dom, you got to hear pieces of it. Best we've ever had. We've ever had. And the video that goes along with it will be amazing, as well as the PowerPoint. That'll be universal, guys. We'll all be using the same stuff. There won't be any need to recreate or reinvent the wheel because you're going to have what you need. Okay. And it's going to deliver the message in the way that it needs to be delivered to reach the masses, which is what we want to accomplish. Okay. Because there are a lot of people that need us. But let me get back to this thing because he's back. What happened to you, Gerald? Did you hit the wrong button?
No idea. It just bumped me off.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, just to get back to this story about Gerald, we felt like we needed to do something to seal the deal for him when he was going to propose. So Gerald became our MVP. And literally, guys, it was not because of that. Gerald earned this MVP award. Okay. His organization was one of the fastest growing was the fastest growing, right, and produced the most growth out of any organization in MWR during the last quarter between our previous event and this one, which was absolutely phenomenal. His team is absolutely on fire. And so we're extremely excited for him. It's well-deserved. But
Brian, just so you know, what we did for him, we didn't do anything because he did the thing to become an MVP. We just moved it to Saturday instead of Sunday.
Yeah.
So he could do what you're about to talk about.
Yeah. So he did that. But I believe this helped seal the deal in Damo.
I think it did.
When he proposed to Angela on stage, it's really hard to say no, knowing that you're marrying the most valuable player.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
And so I feel like we had something to do with that yes that he got. And but it was exciting. It was fun. And I want to thank Gerald too, because Gerald took the time to recognize four of us that have had an influence or an impact on his life. Gave us watches, me and Adamo and Brian Bean and Fernando Ramirez did that and brought us up on stage and recognized, which we were totally not expecting, but we're grateful for that. And we're grateful for Gerald's friendship. Yes. And extremely, proud of him, the decision he's made, what he's done with this opportunity, and the number of people that he's blessed. And so he is absolutely worthy and deserving of every bit of the kudos that we can give him. So love you, buddy. Appreciate you. Can't wait to be at your wedding. And I don't know if we need to announce that and send it to everybody in MWR or whatever, or if you have a special guest list, I'll let you figure that one out. But,
Brian, one of the great things about Gerald being the MVP in this period that was so, to me, inspiring, and it should inspire so many, because Gerald, in his background in network marketing, he's never been a major leader, major player, didn't build a huge business. What he's been is a student. What he's been is always positive. What he's been is relentless. What he's been is just staying positive 100% of the time, trusting leadership, listening and applying what he's being taught and told and learning. And he did that. And he literally, sometimes it's slowly but surely, but he was consistent. And what he's been doing is leading from the front the way a major leader would, now that he's learned how to utilize all those skills. And then all he had to do was do it long enough for the efforts to start to compound. And they always do, and they did. And so that allowed him to become MVP. And Gerald, I just like to hear from you what that meant to you and that journey, because it was something that I think people, if they really understood what you've done and what you've accomplished, where you started and where you've ended from a network marketing standpoint in your career and then in this business, I think anybody could do it. I think you would agree with me that anybody could take that path and that journey.
Oh, no question about it. And Dom, as you say, I didn't have a great deal of experience or success in this industry, but that's why it was so important to me to recognize you guys, the four of you with the watches, because what you poured into my life has helped me thus far. Yeah, I mean, you taught me these principles. You poured into me. You showed me how to structure, what to do, how to be out front as a leader, be a do-it-first leader, and make things happen. And I'm eternally grateful. I give all the credit to you guys, what you've done. Brian Bean, Fernando Ramirez, Brian House, Fernando, and Adamo Tolson. None of this is possible without you all. Plus, I mean, no question about it. None of this is possible without the team, without the efforts of so many people that chose to say, okay, I'm locking arms with you, Gerald. We'll run with you on this. We see the vision clearly, and we want to be a part of this with you. And I'm eternally grateful for all of those people. But again, I hope that what it shows is that anybody can do it. And if you want it bad enough and you're willing to kind of do what needs to be done, this is a possibility for anyone. I keep remembering back 6 years ago, 55 years old, grown man going to a job every day, paid on Friday, broke on Monday, just sick and tired of being sick and tired, looking for a way out. And this opportunity became the vehicle for me to create the lifestyle of my dreams and to be restored of all those things that I lost based on all those bad financial decisions that I made. I mean, including having an opportunity to remarry the love of my life, and because I was able to basically create the time freedom. But what created the time freedom was the income opportunity from this very business, and that, I mean, so now we both get what we want. She wanted time, I needed the money. So now I got the money, she got the time. And man, listen, it is going to be something to see. So we're excited, man. But I'm eternally grateful for all of you and everything that you've done to help me understand this industry and how to grow this business. And I saw it in real time. I say to people all the time when I talk about you and Brian House, what I witnessed in real time was you guys, I mean, a massive growth that I've never seen. Imagine 26,000 people in a period of 3 years or so, maybe a little bit under that. I saw that with my own eyes. I witnessed it. And the moment I saw it, I said to myself, I want to do what that guy's doing. And you were willing to pour into me. Brian House was willing to pour into me. And I wasn't even on your team. You had no benefit to do it. But maybe you saw something in me, maybe the hunger, the desire to want that. And you were willing to give yourself to me to help me understand how to do it. And here we are 6 years later, having an opportunity to be named, an MVP.
That's a bad boy right there.
This is incredible. Good looking award.
Yeah. So many people remember the movie 300, but it's one of my favorites. So this kind of, ties right into my thought process, and being a Sparta and just going all out, man, willing to lay it all on the line. So I'll end with this. Sparta! Ahoo!
There you go. I love it. Well, listen, hey, I know Martina's behind the scenes and we have a video clip, but we're not going to play it, Martina. We're going to hold off on that. Everybody will be able to get that through Vimeo. You'll be able to see Gerald's proposal on stage because we've got so much to go through.
Oh, yes.
But all of that stuff, you'll be able to see, clips of it and stuff. But it was something. It was something. And again, proud of you, buddy. Proud of you very much. So
God bless you both.
But listen, there's a lot more to cover. Okay. And so we can't go through everybody and everything. And so I'm trying to just pick some highlights here. Okay. That we can go through. One of them was a comp plan training with Christy Howard. Okay. And this comp plan training, she knocked it out of the park. Cashflow Christy Howard knocked it out of the park. And what we recognized, and Damo and I were sitting there and we were listening, and other people in the room caught this as well. When Christy went over our leadership bonuses and people got an understanding of that, we realized that it was almost like a comp plan announcement.
Right. Because
they didn't totally understand how powerful those are and how much they can add up. When you hear some of our leaders talking about, I'm making this much in our daily guarantee, but I'm making an extra 1,000 or 1,500 or 2,000 or whatever a week in just my leadership bonuses. Okay. Right. Where their leadership bonuses can actually exceed what you make in your daily guarantee if your organization is growing. And so it was powerful. It was just extremely powerful. But she also got to a segment there with our momentum bonuses, where she went over our momentum bonuses. And I had to stop her. Because at that point, we needed to make an announcement. Yes. We needed to make a comp plan enhancement announcement, which I'm going to do right now. Okay, guys, you all know how our momentum bonuses work. Our momentum bonuses used to be that you had to personally enroll 3 qualified personally enroll 3 qualified financial directors to receive your 60-day momentum bonus of $450. And then you had to help those 9 enroll 3 each in order to qualify for your $900 90-day momentum bonus. Okay, $150 for the first 3 in 30 days, $450 for helping them get their 3 in the next 60 within the next 60 days for $450, and then helping those 9 get their 3 for an additional $900. Guys, I'm going to tell you that is almost a perfect world scenario, and we don't like it. We don't like it because the goal of a momentum bonus is to create momentum. The goal of a momentum bonus is not for you to have to wait on Mary. I'm going to just throw out a name, and Mary, all the Marys, please don't be offended by this, but for Mary to get off her, rusty dusty to go out and get her 3, or to pick up the phone, or to invite somebody to a presentation, or to send somebody a video to her website, whatever it is, you don't have to wait on it anymore. And the reason being is because now our momentum bonuses, our 30, 60, and 90-day momentum bonuses are all tied effective Monday of this last week, okay? day after our event, and daily guarantee. So literally, this is how easy it is. Promote to executive director in your first 30 days, you get $150 momentum bonus, not 75 and 75, the full 150. Okay. Promote to 2-star executive director within your first 60 days, and you get another $450 momentum bonus. Promote to 3-star executive director in your first 90 days, and you get another $900 momentum bonuses alone. Now, what does this mean? That means that literally everything now in our comp plan, other than our sponsor bonuses and our momentum bonuses, our sponsor bonuses and our customer bonuses, are all based on our daily guarantee ranks. Everything, your performance bonus, you pick that up when you get to 2-star executive director. Your leadership bonuses, which I'm going to refer to them as infinity leadership bonuses, those start at 3-star executive director. And by you hitting your momentum bonuses, 30, 60, and 90 days, guess what? You've opened up every area of our compensation plan. You're now able to capture all the money in our compensation plan. Placement now counts. Okay? You could literally go enroll 36 people yourself personally, and guess what? You just qualify for $1,500 momentum bonus. So it's not required that you get 3 who sponsor 3 personally, who sponsor 9, or those 9 sponsor 3 personally. It's all based off of the same structure as our daily guarantee. All you got to do is hit the ranks, and not only is it going to give you your momentum bonuses, but there's enhancements to hitting every single one of those ranks. All right. I love that. I love that. But we're not done. We said, if we're going to do this way, we're going to do a momentum bonus reset where everybody who has not hit those ranks now has the ability to go hit those ranks. And in the next 30, 60, and 90 days, they can go hit those ranks and they qualify for their momentum bonuses. So if you got off to a fast start with MWR, okay, you've now got a second chance. Because we did a momentum bonus reset. Now, for those of you that already have hit those ranks, okay, I want you to think about what this promotion does for you. Because if you're a 3-star executive director or above, you've hit those ranks. You've got your momentum bonuses already, or you've hit those ranks, and maybe you didn't even qualify for your momentum bonuses because of the old way we did it. I want you to think about the leadership bonuses that this promotion will generate for you by everybody on your team who didn't have hit them having a second chance. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. If I can get some fire emojis or something for that, I would hope I could.
Brian, let me help him get it. What Brian just said to you, that for those 3 stars and above, if you go out and help your group start to hit their momentum bonuses, and for every person that you help get to 3-star, you pick up $1,080 in leadership bonuses and infinity leadership bonuses. You pick up $1,080 for every person that hits 3-star. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Love it. I didn't even put it into that perspective, Dom. Yes. That was a great way to put it. But that's awesome. But you know what? We needed to add a little bit more fuel to the fire, Dom.
Right.
You know, and that's why we decided, as another announcement, we're going to extend our Double the Fun Caribbean Cruise promotion. Okay, so we're going to extend it to September 17th. We got to recognize the people that had already qualified at our event, and some that didn't make it because of health reasons and some challenges. But this to me, guys, you're getting a free cruise. Okay. And just being able to say my company gave me a free cruise is the marketing dollars tied to that is unbelievable. Okay. But here's what I want you to realize. All the same qualifications apply as to our last, what we've done so far. So whatever you did from the beginning of our cruise promotion, still counts towards till the 17th. So anything additional you do, maybe you were 1 away or 2 away or 4 away, whatever it was, or maybe you were on your second ticket instead of your first ticket. You now have the ability to be able to accomplish all those things between now and September 17th. Sorry, I was struggling with the date. So September 17th. It's been extended till then. Now, in addition to that, all right, it's a double the fun Caribbean cruise promotion. So it's not just a cruise, because we have an event coming up in November, where now it is $149.99. If you were at the event, you got to take advantage of an early bird special for everybody at the event for $99 to attend this Go Beyond event in Atlanta, Georgia, where we're going to have, an excursion. We're going to have some things where we're going to do some stuff outside of the event. But this is a leadership training event. This is a big deal. Okay. You're going to learn a lot of things at this event to help you grow and build your business, maximize the compensation plan. You're going to learn a lot of stuff that is imperative for you to be able to be the best you can be with your MWR business. Okay. And, but right now it's $149. I think it's $149.99 on the site, or it might be $149. I can't remember what I told Brenda to do. I think it's $149.99. Sorry, guys. But you can go to makewealthrealevents.com and you can actually register for that. So part of the qualification, if you didn't register for or attend the last event, if you did, you're already qualified. Okay. But we still want to see you in Atlanta. Okay. But at the same time, if you didn't register for Vegas, now you have the ability to register for Atlanta prior to September 17th, meet the qualifications, and you're going to get a cruise ticket, or you could qualify for 2, okay? For you and your significant other or spouse, you'll be able to do that. All right, so that's in addition to a momentum bonus reset, a momentum bonus enhancement, again, another comp plan, and all of your new teammates to be able to get to the money faster. Okay, because that's what we want. We want you in a profit situation as quickly as possible with MWR, to where your business and your membership are paid for by this compensation plan, and everything you do from this point forward is pure profit. That's the goal. Okay, and so let's get out there and help a bunch of people qualify for these momentum bonuses and this cruise. Okay, so that happened. Whew, man, Dom, you want to say anything? I need to take a breath.
Well, you know what? I want to say something that was impactful to me, and something that we did. 2 things I want to say. We did something that I thought was needed. It was important, and it's going to be a lasting environment in MWR going forward. Is that we recognize that the spouse, so be it the wife or the husband, that really supports that spouse that's working and building the business. And we did that, and I love that we did that. So as a result, there was like you have a Charles Ivory, who obviously became I believe it was our fourth, 1, 2, 3, maybe our 5th ring earner. And he became that, and he did a great job doing it. But he has a wife, Judith Ivory, who was building her own position. And so they were working together, and they've been building, and she's been right there by his side every step of the way. And I think MWR, what we did, Brian, what you did is really took a great step forward to say, going forward, as ring earners are earned, that is a spouse award, not just an individual award, because we know you can't get there without the spouse's support and help. And to get to a 2-star regional director, where you literally have now created $1 million, it's like you had to put $1 million away in income, and you're getting that kind of residual from income from MWR. It's the same thing. That I see her in tears because she was so surprised to see the first couple that we were able to award simultaneously together, which is Trevor and Shirley Thompson, to be able to see them now awarded together, and then make sure that Judith had her ring. You even gave rings to your wife and my wife, so they even have their rings now. I thought that was absolutely awesome. It was special. And the other thing that was important to that,
can I add to that real quick?
Yes.
Because you stole my thunder. I was going to do that next, but I'm glad you did it. That's okay. I'm glad you did it because you gave me a breath. But at the same time, I agree. I think that was the right thing to do. Used to be we recognized people just based on the name on the position.
Right.
And we got looking at it. And yeah, we had some people that were single. I mean, Gerald was single at the time when he hit it. Brian was single. Or still is single right now. I don't know how long that'll last. I think Quano's going to, slow him down at some point. But then you got Shayna and Christy, and which I don't know how either one of those women, because you talk about catches, I don't know. But you do have to go through a pre-qualification with myself and Damo, Brian, and Gerald prior to being able to date them. So we do make it a little tough. Okay. But at the same time, all of these women that are married, Shirley, I know she works just as hard as Trevor does. Those two are a couple. They're a team. Right. If you're married, you're a team. I know what my wife sacrifices. Dom, I know what your wife sacrifices. There was a reason why they got a ring. We shouldn't be wearing it without them wearing it, because man, they put up with us. That is a challenge in itself. That's worth 2 rings.
Right.
But for Judith, her and Charles have went through every step of this program together. And what they've done, their story is absolutely phenomenal. 6,000 square foot home with a 2,500 square foot detachment on the lake, debt free other than their house. I mean, land banking, private reserve accounts, trust, have went through everything. And just watching the wealth that they have created through this opportunity has to offer, it's been exciting to see that. But that example of success, it took both of us.
Right.
Is what I'll say. And same with anybody else that earns a millionaire residual income ring with this company. I promise you, if you're married, you're not going to get one. Both of you are going to get it, because we know it takes both of you to make it happen. So, but go ahead with your next one, Dom.
And then the next one was this. I thought it was so profound, so powerful. I wish everyone in MWR could have been in the room to see this. But when you had Cashflow Christie on stage, doing, we've already talked about the comp plan and how awesome of a job she did. But there was later where Brian Beam brought up all the women in MWR that were in the audience.
Powerful.
And then later, Don Wilson, you talked about that with his own powerhouse with his wife, Ruth Rodriguez. And to talk about the women and what they do in network marketing as a whole, with the sheer power that they really run the business and make it all happen. And there's some men that are out there that stand there, but they're running the business, and some of them are major leaders in their own right. That's why what Cashflow Christie did on stage, that just is an example of the kind of women that we have here at MWR that have a passion to go help people and make a difference in people's lives and show what it means for your lifestyle and legacy connecting, what that means and what that looks like. So I thought that for me, it was powerful. It was powerful.
Yeah, no, I'm going to give you something else that was powerful. And I just saw it in the comments, and I'm so glad that Sarah Mall brought it up. But there was a gift given and at this event, not just to us, but to Gerald. And I thought it was so profound. And when he talked about the trust and what that's doing for people and the impact and all of this, and then he was so moved by what Gerald did with us, with the 4 guys that were brought up, and the impact that Gerald conveyed that we had on his life. which he's had just as much of an impact on our lives, guys. Don't think
right.
It goes both ways. But for Roger to give Gerald and Angela for their wedding present, their own complex trust. That's a $12,500. That's really a $50,000 to $85,000 gift. Just because you're with MWR, it's $12,500 for all three of your complex trusts. But for him to do that just speaks volumes to me about his generosity, his heart, and his willingness and desire to help people. And he's not going to do it again, he said, but he knows what it takes to do that. But at the same time, he was just moved by what Gerald did, and to give Gerald and Angela their complex trust, which Gerald was already getting ready to do anyway.
Right. And you know what's interesting, Brian, but he never talked. He was moved because he never talked to us. We were just as shocked as Gerald was. I couldn't.
Well, I wasn't.
Wow.
He talked to me.
He
did talk to me and asked me what if I thought it was okay, and I thought it was amazing. I was like, "Are you kidding me? Absolutely."
But you didn't know before that either. You didn't know before the event. It was like something.
Yeah, I did. I knew.
Oh, you do.
Oh, no, I didn't know. I knew.
Okay. I didn't think you knew it. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if I knew or not. I was just saying. We talked, and he did. He had no reason to be able to ask for my permission. That was an amazing gift. But I'm grateful that he did that. I'm trying to think here.
While you're doing that, Brian, can I just again? I just want to thank Roger publicly for his heart and his willingness to do that. I couldn't believe it and didn't see it coming, but truly grateful for him. But another person that continues to pour into me, our relationship began in South Florida in February when his platform was introduced to MWR Financial. But what a phenomenal man! Such respect for him, and again, the gift that he gave was words are not even enough. And Domo, but I want to say this real quick while Brian is working on that. When you talk about the number of women you saw on stage, you know what I look back and realize? How few men they were in the room compared to the number of women that were on stage. They are running this. It was impressive. It was amazing. And I've often heard people say that women are more ambitious or more driven than men. But I saw it, and it's amazing to me. But it was profound to see that.
Well, I'm going to say something. Well, I better watch what I say, Dom, because I'm going to tell you something about women that show up at an event and men that show up at an event. Listen, you can tell who's committed to their success.
Yes.
And who's willing to do and make the sacrifice and stuff. And it amazed me, the number of women that were there compared to the number of men. And so I'm just going to say it, guys, you need to step up your game.
It's time.
You need to step up your game, because I can tell you right now, if you're single and you didn't go to that event, there's a reason why you're single. You're lacking a little ambition. Okay. And I know that sounds like I'm preaching, and it's a little harsh statement to make, but I can tell you what, how do I say this, Dom? Your confidence and you're willing to go after the things you want in life is very appealing when it comes to finding a mate.
Yes.
I can tell you that. So,
what I was going to say, anytime you don't go to an event like that, Shayna Rawlings and the great Cash Flow Christie, who are the single women that are at our event, you don't go and show up and show out.
Hey, we're not promoting come to an event to pick up a date. That's not what we're promoting.
Christy and Shayna
we're promoting.
Whoa, hold on.
Listen, I will tell you, a long time ago, I learned a philosophy that I live by. And that philosophy is this. I knew if I wanted to attract the right person in my life, I had to become the person that I wanted to be. And it's called the man in full or the woman in full. Okay. I need to have my spiritual life together. I need to have my finances together. I need to have my family life in order. I needed to make sure that, I was the type of man that somebody would want to be with, And guys, I can't tell you how important that is. And ladies, I'll tell you the same thing. Okay, I'm done. I feel like I'm done.
Right. We're going down a whole. But I will say this.
Another path, but
right. I will say this.
Yeah.
You and I both talked about when we found out that Gerald was going to do what he did and asked to be married, and he was getting married. We said Gerald is going to another level just because of the fact that he stepped into that. We knew he was going to have some accountability in his life, like he already's had it, but we knew he was going to another level because it's you can't be your best self.
And I will tell you, I look at that guy right there. That's a man in full.
Yes.
I'm just telling you.
Yes.
His spiritual life is right. His business is right. His finances are right. You know, you're a catch, buddy. Angela got lucky, but you knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
You
he married up.
Picked your coverage.
Right.
And so did I, and so did Dom. So we're all in the same boat. But listen, there's a lot of other stuff that happened, and I think we're actually going to get done here by within an hour. And the reason I say that is because, guys, we're going to have some video content that's going to go up. You're going to see some breakdowns. You're going to see some amazing testimony videos that came out of this event. I highly recommend you pay attention to Vimeo, our Vimeo site, so that you can capture those and be able to use them to share with other people, because they were just heartfelt and just, I don't even have words for them. Some of them, the impact, I didn't even realize we had it. I knew how we were making a difference in people's lives. And I've seen specific testimonies, but to hear people that I didn't know we had that impact on, it moved me. It just did. And I'm grateful for what we're doing. And I can tell you, you'll feel the same way. You'll feel the same way. The other thing is that I'm glad we got to recognize so many people at this event, because there are so many people that were worthy of recognition. Judith Ivory getting the belt, also being able to recognize our trust participants, that have went through that were at the event. There was more, but the ones that were at the event, we recognized them specifically. And so just seeing people participating in the effects is just a major blessing. But I can tell you this. If I could give you one advice about success, it would be to be ready when your opportunity comes. That's what I would say. And if you've been in MWR and you're not ready, I suggest you get ready, because there is not another opportunity on the planet that is doing or that can do what we can do for people and their lives. There's just not. You cannot outdream this opportunity. You can't. Whether you realize it or not, we're a part of a $109 trillion financial industry. You can't outdream that industry. You can make as much money as you want in this industry and live out your wildest dreams. And when we look at our opportunity and our membership and the impact it's having, they're in business. There's a thing about supply and demand. Business is all about supply and demand. The biggest demand out there right now, and it has been for decades, is people wanting to know the best ways to make more money, the best ways to keep their money or save more money, the best ways to grow their money, the best way. We have it all in the biggest industry in the world. So I'm just telling you, be ready or get ready when your opportunity comes along. And I believe your opportunity has came along, because this thing, you've heard the evolution, it's just going to get better and better and better and better. Or if you're in North Carolina, gooder and gooder and gooder. Okay. So with that, Dom, you got anything? Gerald, you got anything you want to add before we close this out?
I'll just say this on this one note. We had Brian did a phenomenal keynote speech. That was so phenomenal. And what I appreciate that he did, he was able to give you a visual instruction, a visual aid to be able to understand what he was talking about when he was talking about some of the instincts. And so I don't want to give it up. We'll do some things, but that that keynote was amazing. And we had, an industry leader who was able, from his perspective and his success, and we won't talk about who it was, but from his perspective and his success, this is a person who was a top 5 in network marketing history. He is that big to be able to see and understand, and he was able to see what MWR is. And so he let us know why MWR, why now. And I thought it was riveting. It was powerful.
Did a phenomenal job. And I'm going to say this too, and I'm remiss for doing this, but Brian Bean was supposed to be on here tonight. He's actually stuck in the airport. That was who was texting me a minute ago to let me know he's stuck in the airport. So he wasn't able to jump on. But Brian also received our Legendary Leadership Award. And Dom, if you would, just tell a little bit about that award and why it was given to Brian, because I think it's very well deserved, just like Gerald's MVP award.
Right. Well, Legendary Leadership Award is for someone who exemplifies leadership on a consistent basis, not only within their team and organization, but they exemplify it to corporate. So they show that they're a leader. They see where they can assist or ideas they can go by. They allow us to bounce things off of them. And they just have this consistency that is rarely seen in people. So to be a leader, to get a leadership award of any kind is a major thing. But a legendary leader, and what we did was we played a clip from Gladiator when at the beginning he was he's a general and he's telling everybody, got the troops together. Because the reason why we use that, because that was the heroic era of leadership. It was before gunpowder, so leaders always led from the front. And so you saw the clip. He's rallying the group. He's letting them know. And this is what legendary leaders do. They give you a vision of what's happening. They let you know the pitfalls. They don't make it all like it's just going to be glorious and everything's going to be perfect. No, they let you know the pitfalls, and they go because they've been through them, but they know how to overcome them and never stop and keep going. And that's essentially what happened in that early speech, getting everyone ready to go out for this big fight. And what he's ultimately said was, what we do today, gentlemen, tonight, it echoes throughout eternity. And Brian Bean has demonstrated that not only has he put that out for his team to know, but he's led from the front with his visionary leadership. And he's showing people what lifestyle and legacy, how the next generation that's having that. You can see even Mackay was up, and he talked about some things that are going on for him, and he's 19 years old. Having 5-figure account money in his accounts. He's doing things, he's making things happen, having a residual income. But he did all of that, and you were able to see the legacy, you were able to see the lifestyle, see the connection, and I love that part. So that's what being a legendary leader is all about. And Brian Bean earned that and demonstrated. And the award was because people think it's easy and simple to do that, and it's not easy. It's a fight all the time. So he has an award where there's a warrior going upstairs, fighting and battling and having to climb those stairs, because he's had to do that, because you get bows and arrows slung at you anytime you're the leader. Trust me, you get the what do they say, Gerald? Heavy is the head, heavy is a crown on the head. That is a real statement.
Absolutely. Well, listen, guys, I'll tell you what, we're right at 9:30, so we're going to go ahead and end this, but I'm going to leave you with this, guys. I just said, be ready. Now's the time. Now's the time. And I want you to do me a big favor. All right. I just shared some things with you about the size industry we're in, what all we've done, how our messaging has changed, how this is where lifestyle and legacy connect. And I want you to do me a favor. I want you to start dreaming bigger. I want you to start dreaming bigger. Okay. And I want you to do me something else. If you'll dream big and you'll be bold, I will promise you, great and mighty forces will come to your aid. Okay? So just know that, and let's go out there and make a difference in everybody's life that we possibly can, because you are worthy and deserving of all the greatness that's in store for you. I promise you that. Okay? So with that, guys, have a great night. Love you guys. Appreciate you all being on here so much. Gerald, thank you. Dom, thank you. Martina, thank you so much. I know you're behind the scenes clicking buttons. I can hear them, and I know you've done a lot of work behind the scenes for us tonight. So I greatly appreciate it. And guys, have a great night. Let's have a great rest of the week. Let's finish strong. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone.
Night.
What about Mr. Gerald Parker? Eliminated $52,000 in debt, reduced his taxes $350 a month. All the experts did this. Score up 126 points. He made 5 figures a month, just like the Ivories in residual income. Just bought his vacation property in South Florida. He lived in North Carolina. So now he got 2 properties. When he want to get away, go down to the water, he got it in South Florida. Bought his new Mercedes cash. Whoa. And some of your friends are going, but I don't know about the membership. What's all these resources we need to get wealthy? You've been trying to get wealthy by yourself for too long. Let the experts do it. Anita, how you feel?
I feel good.
You feel good?
Yes.
All right, give us how you felt going from the house you were in and what made you say, I'm ready to leap into my new house because of this membership.
So I'm just so thankful for MWR Financial and Extra Digit Movement, you, Mr. Bean. It felt good. Honestly, I wasn't really looking to move, but where I live was in a good school district, and so the realtors started knocking on my door, asking me, did I want to sell? I didn't, but my kids did. So they got a realtor, and they went looking at houses. I was the last one to get on board. But because of the membership, see, when I started, and I used to be embarrassed to say that my credit score was a 503. And but through the membership, they got it up 209 points. And my husband's score went up 159 points. So then we sold our home, and now I live in my forever dream home. But it's nice, but I was excited about the 2.5 interest rate that we were able to get because of that. And I just want to share that life happened to me recently. I had my initial knee replacement surgery February. Supposed to went back to work May the 22nd, but I was rushed into surgery again May the 30th because infection set in and septic was about to take over, right? Yeah. Had exhausted all my time at work, no paycheck, but guess what sustained me?
Every time.
I thank God. Because he saw this day. I joined over 3 years ago, but he saw this time and this day what would happen to me and my income. And so he gave me this blessing. I always tell people, I said, we got a miracle in our mouth, but if you don't open your mouth and share it, nobody would know about it. Thank you, Mr. Bean. Thank you so much. I love you all.
Love you more. Give it up for Anita Patton.